guys, I just wanted to show you this cute little chicken egg that I got. I cannot get over the freckles on this thing. I absolutely love chicken eggs. So that's some of the cute stuff that can happen when you have laying hens. You can get some of the prettiest colors. So these are my eggs from today. And I just love them. They're so sweet. I'm gonna look into getting some other breeds so I can get some different colors. I do have an olive egger, but she hasn't laid today, and hers are literally olive colored. So, okay, so first things first, we are going to do 2 cups Magic Spoon cereal. This is the frosted, and each cup is 3 points. So we're gonna do 2 cups. And this is a 2.5 cup measuring thing. So it's 2 cups. I'm going to put this in my Ninja. We are going to blend this up into crumbs to make our crust. Voila. Cookie crumb. So then we are going to add 1 tablespoon of Brummel and Brown. We're going to melt this in the microwave. A tablespoon to put in our our cereal crumbs. Okay, so here is our melted Brummel and Brown, because you want to have the full benefit of all of it. It's sweet, so you don't have to add sugar to it. So this is going to be kind of similar to a Rice Krispie crust that I've made before for my pecan pies. So it's getting kind of clumped together, which is good. Pour it into your, whichever, I'm doing a small pan because I'm not doing a big pie. So I'm just going to do a small pan. I love, 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 love this size cheesecake pan because I don't normally make this for family. I usually make them something else, just because it's got sweetener and stuff in it, and I'm kind of a crunchy mom. I used to be super duper crunchy, not nearly as crunchy anymore. So let us get this flattened. I have rinsed out my bullet container. I just rinsed it. It's, you know, it's not going to hurt it if there's a few crumbs. I am putting my Premier protein shake. It's not Premier, I'm sorry. This is from Aldi's, but it's the equivalent of Premier, so you know, it's cheaper. But I am going to price compare the Fairlife. I love the Fairlife chocolate protein shakes. Same macros, you know, 2 grams of sugar, so much, 30 grams of protein, stuff like that. So I am going to compare that and see, but as far as price goes, from Sam's or Costco, because I think it's cheaper there. And if that's the case, then I'm going to do Fairlife because I love the flavor of that one. Then I'm going to do my sugar-free chocolate pudding. I almost opened up one that was not sugar-free, and that will not do because we are doing low-cal. So let's get this in here. You want to mix this quickly and thoroughly with no lumps, and that's why I use my Ninja, because it makes it just perfect. So I've got it mixed up. It's pretty thick. I have rinsed off my spatula because I used it for the other stuff. So I'm going to pour this in here. Now you can use I love chocolate mint. You can use a chocolate mint shake. Put a little bit of peppermint extract in it, you know, maybe a teaspoon or so. You can get very creative with this. It starts setting up pretty quick because you're only using 1 shake with the whole pack of pudding, which when I did the pudding, it's 2 shakes with the pack of pudding. So this sets up pretty quick. Okay, so I have raked every smidgen of pudding that I can. I'm going to put this in the fridge, let it harden, and then we will be back to garnish it and show you what it turned out like. Okay, take it for a walk. I wanted you guys to see the cutest thing in the world. It's taking a bunny rabbit on a walk. my friend gave me 2 baby bunnies, little girls, and she also bought a harness for it. And so this is my little boy taking it for a walk. I know Noah, his little friend, watches these videos, and I thought he would get a kick out of this. So she's doing good. Maybe she'll go potty. Is that not the cutest thing?
She likes
Looks
grass.
like Peter Rabbit. Hey! Hey there! You are so cute! Pebbles? She's liking the grass.
Yeah.
So that's our little baby bunny in her little harness. She's a sweetie. She's a sweetie. Hey guys! Okay, so the recipe was a total flop. And the reason it was a flop was because it didn't have enough depth to it. So I needed more ingredients. I needed to make it bigger. So I am doing an experiment. The pie turned out great, but I've got to change some measurements. So we're gonna do another one today, and it's gonna be a different flavor, and I think you guys will like it. Okay, so I am going to be doing some, I'm gonna do a Rice Krispie crust. So Rice Krispies, crushed Rice Krispies are the same points as Magic Spoon cereal. The only difference is this does not have any fiber or protein in it. So you can use Rice Krispies like you would Magic Spoon, but I'm out of Magic Spoon because I do not, my subscription hasn't come in yet. It's in a few days off, and I wanted to get this done. So anyway, that is what I'm using is Rice Krispies, and so I'm gonna make like a Rice Krispie crust. So I'm taking a tablespoon of Brummel and Brown, and I am melting this in my pot. And then I'm gonna add my Rice Krispies after that gets melted. All right, so I've got that melted. And yes, I did go buy some more Marshmallow because I did not have time to make my homemade marshmallows. So I went ahead and purchased these. These things are so expensive. But anyway, I don't measure because this is all an experiment. So I'm gonna say probably 4 marshmallows will do it. So I'm gonna let these warm up and melt, and then I will come back when that is done. So it's melting nicely, being incorporated with the butter. The butter is 2 points for a tablespoon of the Brummel and Brown yogurt spread. And then the marshmallows are 0. They're the keto sugar-free marshmallows. And now I'm gonna add the Rice Krispies. So this is going to be and it will sweeten. That will be your sweetener for the crust as well. And hopefully it will turn out. So you're gonna have to kind of work with it. It's not gonna be a super thick crust, but I'm only doing 1 cup of cereal this time because the 2 cups last time was too much, and it was so crumbly, would not hold together because I didn't put a lot of butter in it. So this time I decided to use marshmallows plus the tablespoon of butter just to try to hold it together a little better. And then I reduced the amount of cereal by 1 cup because I used 2 cups on the last one, the chocolate one. And I wanted to just remind you, these things are so interchangeable. You can use so many different flavor combinations. I'm doing a strawberry banana because when I went to the store, the only flavor other than chocolate and vanilla I could find, or like caramel, was strawberry. And so I was looking for banana flavored because I think Premier has a banana flavor. And I couldn't find it, so I thought, well, and then I was gonna do banana cream sugar-free pudding, and I couldn't find it. So here's what your crust is gonna look like. And this burner is still warm, so it's kind of keep helping me be able to mold it pretty good. So now I'm going to mix up my filling. And I've got the filling over here. So I have 2 strawberry Premier Protein shakes. I've got 2 boxes of banana cream sugar-free pudding. I'm gonna put them in here, mix them up really good, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here is my mixture. It's very thick because I put 1 pudding for each protein shake. So this is gonna make a much thicker pie. You could put Cool Whip, the fat-free Cool Whip in here. You could put some strawberries. Freeze-dried strawberries would be great in this. I'm gonna be topping it with bananas and whipped cream. And remember, I put the shakes in first, then the pudding, and then because I'm using my NutriBullet, I have to turn it upside down. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge, let this firm up, and then we'll finish it off. So while I am waiting for that to firm up, I wanted to go over a couple things with you first. First, you can do a lot of flavor combinations with these with this pie. Okay, so the only flavors that sugar-free puddings come in, Aldi's has the vanilla and chocolate, and that's it. Jell-O brand has pistachio, butterscotch, lemon, chocolate vanilla, cheesecake, and I think that's all the flavors that they have. So like with this one that I just made, I could have done cheesecake pudding with strawberry protein shakes, and that would have been like a strawberry cheesecake with sliced strawberries on top and Cool Whip with the vanilla crust, because the crust would still be just the plain vanilla marshmallows with the Rice Krispies. So you can do that. You can do all kinds of flavor combinations, you know, whatever will, and then the protein shakes you can do. I think they have banana, they have salted caramel, they have chocolate vanilla, strawberry, and then in the winter they usually have the chocolate mint, which is my favorite. And then I think they have maybe a couple more flavors that are I know they have pumpkin spice in the fall, so you could do butterscotch with pumpkin spice. There's just so many things you can do. You just got to get creative with it. The other thing is, someone asked me about creamer in their coffee. So I do half and half with skinny syrup, because I try to do as natural as possible, but you know, here I am with sweeteners. Anyway, you could do vanilla protein shake. Like this whole shake is 2 points, okay? And I always say, never drink a protein shake. Incorporate it into a recipe so that you're getting the protein and you're getting the creamer part too. But I'm just saying, you're incorporating protein, but you're filling yourself up with food that you chew and you swallow and it fills your stomach. So don't drink these, because you'll just be hungry right after you drink it. Put some of this, since the whole thing's 2 points, put like 3 tablespoons in, you know, for less than a point. And then add a little bit of skinny syrup, because that's not gonna make it very sweet. It's gonna add the creaminess a little bit, you know, and you might wanna put more in. Heat it up and put it in your coffee. That way it doesn't cool your coffee off. And then add a little bit. You're probably gonna have to test it and see. The other thing I wanted to tell you real quick while I'm thinking about it, a friend of mine at church has had some health issues lately. And she was saying, I wonder if I couldn't put protein powder in my oatmeal. And that's exactly what I've been trying to say, is put your protein powder in things that don't have a lot of protein in them. Now, if I were to put protein powder in with that pie that I just made, it would be so much protein that your body can only absorb so much. I think they said you can only absorb up to 25 grams of a highly assimilable protein. So highly assimilable would be like the Gene Pro. I don't know, this says 30 grams. This says 30 grams, but I don't know that you absorb it all, because I don't know that your body can absorb all that anyway. But oatmeal doesn't have a lot of protein. Sprinkle some collagen powder, sprinkle some protein powder. The Gene Pro, like I said, is 0 points. Now, if you get into other protein powders that are flavored, you're gonna start adding points on. So I would do Gene Pro. I know it's a little pricey, but to me, if I'm going to have something that doesn't have a lot of protein, I want to put something that's not going to add a lot of points to it. So you can do it at oatmeal. You can do it in your yogurt. Why would I go buy this little container of Oikos? And I do, because I love them. But when I can take fat-free Greek yogurt from Aldi's, put my own blueberries in it, put a little bit of skinny syrup in it to sweeten it or whatever, and then put
a little extra protein powder in it if I really want to give it a ton of protein. So that's all they do. That's all they do with these protein products. They just add protein powder. Well, I can do the same thing. I don't know that I'm going to put my protein powder in a Gatorade because I know they have a protein Gatorade, but anything that I eat, you know, anything that I make that doesn't have a lot of protein in it, put it in a smoothie, you know, do a small smoothie because you're not supposed to, like, smoothies, you can't just put a bunch of fruit in there and count it as 0 points. You have to be very diligent to, you know, put a little bit of berries, maybe half a banana, a scoop of protein powder, a little bit maybe of the protein drink, and make it a small smoothie so that you're not just, you know, gorging on all that fruit. So anyway, I said all that to say that there are some tips and some tricks you can do to make things a little easier. Put your protein powder and stuff. Use this in your coffee if you want with a little bit of skinny syrup. And I think that's it.
Okay, guys, here it is. It's much thicker. Now, I'm being a little bit impatient. It's not probably firmed up quite enough yet, but I'm gonna do one more thing to it and then I will plate it up and you can see. So there it is with bananas on top. You could do strawberries, bananas, and then the next thing is coming. I am so excited. It turned out great. I cannot believe the crust actually came out. There was a tiny bit left behind, and I didn't cut it on camera because I was really nervous that it wasn't gonna come out and it would be a flop, but it turned out good. And see how firm the edges are and the sides? It holds together really well. And this is fat-free Ready Whip. And I want to say it is like 0 points for a big squirt. So, like I said, you could put a big strawberry on top. It would be so cute. Ah! Okay, so that is that. And you can also do a lemon cream pie. That's what I wanted to do, was a lemon cream with a meringue on top. So that is another option. I'll probably do that later, but I want to get on to some other desserts instead of just parking on pies. So anyway, I was really excited. I'm glad it turned out. I will get the points to you in a minute. Okay, so because I don't want you guys to eat anything disgusting or gross, I'm gonna try it and see what it tastes like and see if the crust is worth making. It's really good. It's very good. It's just sweet enough. It's not a super strawberry flavor, and there may be a way to fix that. I would have to think about it to find something to put in there, but it is a very good pie. If you go somewhere for a birthday dinner or Thanksgiving, Christmas, anything like that, if you took a pie like this and this is what you ate, you would not feel deprived, left out, like you're on a diet, because technically that pie over there, the banana's free, the 2 packs of pudding, 6 points total, the 2 shakes, 4 points total, so that is 10 points. The Rice Krispies was 3 points, that's 13 points. The butter was 2 points, that's 15 points. The marshmallows were free. So the Cool Whip on top, it's free because it's like 5 calories for a squirt. So that entire pie is only, did I say 15 points? Somewhere in that area, 15 points for the entire pie. You're not gonna go to a party and eat an entire pie. So let's say you ate half the pie. The pie is like, I don't know, it's like 6 inches. It's a cheesecake pan. It's not 9 inches, it's smaller than 9 inches, but it's a decent sized pie. It's kind of thick. You can add strawberries for no points. And it tastes really good, and it makes you not feel like you're not having dessert, you're not having a treat, you're not enjoying yourself. So the Rice Krispie crust turned out great. That is a wonderful alternative, you know, for 5 points, that whole crust. It's better than 769 points for a regular crust, you know? So anyway, just remember, substitution.
drinking your water and substituting high calorie, high fat items for low calorie, low fat items. We have to have fat. And I would recommend a tablespoon of coconut oil a day because it is very good for your brain. It is very good for you. I don't care what they say. The nurse at the cardiac care unit told me to eat coconut oil, in moderation, but eat it because it is so good for you. So she probably knows what she's talking about. Anyway, I am really pleased with the pie. I hope you guys enjoyed the little egg video and the little rabbit video, and I hope you guys make these pies and get creative. Get different flavors if you want to, but don't let yourself feel deprived. Don't let yourself feel like you're on a diet. You want to eat, and these are treats. These are not stuff you're going to eat every single day because you don't want to fill your body full of this stuff, all the time. But you also don't want to say, I can never have that stuff again, because you can. You can do it. You can have it. You don't want to make it a staple, and you want to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. So anyway, I hope you guys like this. Hope it helps. As I think of my tips and my tricks and whatever hacks, I am writing them down, and I will share them with you as I get time to make these videos. So thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.